fact. And the reason why I shrugged my shoulders about Eric Reid is because what I would say to Eric Reid is, if what he is saying is true, my response to him would be, you didn't know? You're filing a collusion. You're part of a collusion case against the National Football League. You didn't think they were going to come for you? If they are, you didn't think they were going to come?
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Bluebird Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, this is very, very important for me to talk about, man. Eric Reid, who stood with Colin Kaepernick and took a knee and with the collusion clause against the NFL, so on and so forth. And then he was looked at as being ostracized as well. And then he was signed by the Carolina Panthers. He's played a total of 11 games with the Carolina Panthers as of right now, right? He's played a total of 11 games with the Carolina Panthers, right? And so he's saying that he's been tested by the NFL. He's saying that he's been tested by the NFL a total of 7 times already. And he's shedding light to it because he feels like he's being targeted in this whole situation with the NFL. He feels like they targeted him. So and he's being tested for PED 7 times, which is unheard of in the NFL. Right? Not that many times in an 11-game span. Stephen A. Smith feels the need to play neutral. Stephen A. Smith feels the need to say that, how do we know Eric Reid is telling the truth? I just want to address that, right? What do you mean, how do you know he's telling the truth? Why would he have a reason to lie? When has he had a reason to lie up until now? We saw him approach Michael Jenkins, right, of the Philadelphia Eagles, because he felt like Jenkins sold him out, right, with the deal that he cut with the NFL. We saw him approach them, right? We saw him stand with Colin Kaepernick. We saw him do, he's been pretty much a man of his word with this entire situation. He told every team that was signing that he's still going to take a knee, and he still does so with the Carolina Panthers right now. So why would he lie if he said that he feel like he's being targeted in this situation and being tested 7 times? So Stephen A. Smith goes on to defend it by saying that he hasn't actually been tested 7 times. He's because when you sign with a team, you got to sign. When you sign with a team, you have to take a test right off the bat with a new team. So he's actually been signed 6. So he's actually been tested 6 times. What difference does it make if it's 6 or 7? Why do you feel the need to shed light and dismiss one of the times? For what? Why did you feel the need to dismiss one of the times? Why did you say, oh, he's only been tested 6 times? Because if he's tested 7, you automatically has to get tested 1 time when you first sign with a team. Why did you bring that up? Why is that a subject? Why did you feel the need to bring that up? This is what I say about us as people, about standing together. You feel the need to have to distance yourself. You feel the need to have to prove something. To have to prove that you're not 100% with Eric Reid. So you want to say that, well, he's only been tested. It's actually only 6 times. Why did you feel the need to do that? For what? And then to say that, well, if this is true, if he is telling the truth, because we have to say this. We have to say if he is telling the truth. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we just don't know. We just don't know, ladies and gentlemen. So we have to say if this is true. That's very, very important to say that if this is true. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we just don't know. We just don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if this is true. When did Eric Reid or Colin Kaepernick give you the feeling that they wasn't telling the truth? Why would Eric Reid make up the fact that he's been tested numerous of times, six or seven times with the NFL, drug tested, and is being targeted in a situation? He's being targeted and singled out in a situation due to the fact that he had this situation with the kneeling and the collusion clause against the NFL. Why does it sound like, what about that makes him sound like he's lying? And then Stephen A. Smith says, then Stephen A. Smith says, and I met Stephen A. Smith, and he's a nice dude. But you gotta stand on your square, man. Then Stephen A. Smith says, if it is true, then the NFL looks bad and the players. And then he goes on to say, well, we gotta keep in mind too that the players association agreed to this as well as the NFL, that it's electronic, so they agreed to it. So you can't blame one without blaming the other. So he wants to place blame on the players association as well for agreeing to this type of electronic random testing. Instead of him just coming out and saying the NFL looks bad in this situation, he feels the need to place blame on everybody. He can't just say the NFL looks bad in this situation. The NFL is targeting Eric Reid. They're targeting Eric Reid, Stephen A. Smith. They're targeting him. And I don't see why he would make this up. Why would he lie? And then Stephen A. Smith says, people are informing him about this, particularly black people are informing Stephen A. Smith about this. And then he goes on to say, well, what do you guys want me to do? What can I do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do about it? There's nothing I could do about it. Eric Reid should have understood and knew that this was coming. Eric Reid should have knew that this was coming. You knew this was coming. What did you expect? Really? Really? Stephen A. Smith, you make people ashamed. You make us ashamed, man. It's a shame that you act this way. You have that platform. What do you mean, what do you want us to do? What do we want you to do? You have that huge platform. While you're on that huge platform, shed light on the situation. Make it very, very clear that they targeted Eric Reid because he took a knee in his stance. And this is getting all blown out of proportion. And what's being missed is the fact that injustices that's going on around the world, the police brutality. That's what's getting missed in this entire situation. That's what you need to shed the light on. That's what we want you to do, Stephen A. Smith. That's what we want you to do. But that's all I got for y'all, man. That's all I got, man. I can't, man. It's disgusting. It's truly disgusting, man. It's horrible. You know what? It's Stephen A. Smith. It makes us ashamed to say that you represent us, man, on such a huge platform. You have such a vocal. When it came to Kevin Durant, you talk tough. When it came to LeBron James, you talk tough. When it comes to your people, you talk tough. But when it comes to other people, you ask us, what do you want us to do? We know what you have to do. That's all I got for you, man. Peace.